Okay, good morning, all. Yes, good morning. Last day we discussed about how to use what that main differences between simulators and what the models. Okay, we wrote about the differences between simulators and model. So I will go move forward from that one. So actually, this is the data you can give simulators that allows you to fly in the aeroplane. Okay. When you are writing with something related to aeroplane, you have to take this kind of data. Yes. You can see what use plus and minus mark. You can see what 0 to 9 for the change the speed. You can take what use of the arrow keys, left and right. You can take the mouse button, turn arrow left and right, and other thing like that. Okay, so this all data that you can give to the simulator that allows you to try and fly aeroplanes. So this is also type of data that real pilot would need to give an aeroplane. Okay, so a real pilot would not to do this by using number keys and the mouse. So but they would need to what set up speed of the aeroplane and turn it different directions. Like that one, I just explained yesterday that about what models and the simulators. So now you should be know about the next thing, how to use model and simulators here. And next thing should be what? Work with the partner, discuss a partner that you give to flight simulator. Now you wanted to think about flight simulator. What do you say? What do you think? Now I give chance to what? Create a flight simulator. When you wanted to create flight simulator, you should be aware of these details. What are they? When you wanted to create a flight simulator, what should be know? You can be know about what use plus key to the what increase the speed. You can take what use plus key for increase the speed. And you can set this speed. You can use 0 to 9. Otherwise, plus and minus. And also, you can take 0 to 9 and fly simulator. And you can use arrow key for moving here and there. You can use arrow key for moving here and there. No? Yes, like that options. They can be have. Okay. So you can think about if you wanted to create a simulator with you. What are the things you can add for that thing? Okay. Just think if you wanted to, if you have a chance for the creative simulator, what are things that can be added to that one? Okay. Like the main things you should be following up. Okay. I just explained they are having something with creating simulators. Okay. Yes. I'll move forward. Okay. So I believe now you already talked about some example of different simulators. Something like what? Flight simulators. You already talked about what? Flight simulators and car simulators. Like that, you already had some example. You already know some example. Okay. Think about that. You can create some simulators. Okay. So here, choose two other people work with that you group of the three. Imagine you are a team of people who use simulators for planning. Okay. Now just think you are the people, a group of people that uses simulators for planning something. So here, a local so-called Soodle wanted to create a new animal area. So it will be home to lions that will be coming for the Soodle area. So Soodle wanted to plan where put the area, lions, how to structure it. They want to make sure the lions have a good home. They also wanted to what? This is especially for lions and the animals. They wanted to make sure that lions have a good home. They also wanted to make sure that people visiting zoo get the best experience with the scene lions, like that one. So you have to create a structure for that one. When you're creating a structure, okay. So what do you think? First of all, you can think about what kind of building the lion will live in and what kind of environment they will have. What kind of building the lion what will live in and what kind of environment they will have. Such as temperature, different kind of weather. You can think about temperature with the different kind of weather. And what kind of playful object the zookeepers can put in for the lions and where this can be placed to create the best entertainment for the lions, like that. And also you can think about the safety of visitors to zoo and how well they are able to see the lions in their environment. Okay, you can think about the visitors to zoo and how well they are able to see the lions in the environment. Okay, so like that one, that zoo will do can provide you with lots of data about what the lions need and the type of customers they get at the zoo. So they wanted to know what data you need. They wanted to know about what data you needed there. So the research, the kind of environment lion need to at zoo, and you could be research more than one. Okay, so you can discuss with your team what data you will need to use the simulation. Okay, you can create an email to Soldo and what will tell them what data you need. Like that one you can enter in something. And to get you started your discussion, here are three examples of data that you might be need. What should be the age range of the visitors who come to the zoo? How the zoo will be with the lions? How close the visitors can be lions? Okay, like that one you can think. Okay, so they are having some details. When you're following up, create a what? A structure, a model with there. So like that, you have to talk about the data we need to input into a simulator. So first of all, you have to what? Learn about the data. Okay. First of all, we have to learn about the data that we need to input into the simulator. So we also need data to able to create a simulator. Okay. That's important. Okay. You should be what? You should be You have to talk about the data that we need to input in a simulator, and we also need data to able to create simulator. A programmer will create the computer program for the simulator, and we need to use to this. Okay, so for example, if a programmer creates a flight simulator, they will need to use that such as what? How high aeroplane will can be fly, like that one. Here the details can be used. How high that aeroplane can be fly, how fast that aeroplane can be fly, how kinds of control that can be used. Okay, like that data you can be following up when you use what model like what to the aeroplane. So you have to think about this kind of program when you are creating it. Okay. So there should be have to following up this kind of data when you create that one. Okay. That are the thing you should be know. Okay. Can you please write down this underline part quickly? Can you please? Can you please write it? Yes. You can see the details, okay? But I've thought about the data that we need to input to simulator. So we also need data to able to create a simulator. A programmer will create a computer program for what simulator, and we need to use data to do this. And for example, if the programmer create a flight simulator, they will be need to data such as what, how high aeroplane can able to fly, how fast, what kind of control like that. Okay, so they are following with what, flying simulator. They can be following with flying simulator. Okay, yes, like that only they are having options. Okay, next, that's normally for the flying simulators. Okay, you can use these kind of things. And next thing about spreadsheet model, like that one, we can create a model for the spreadsheets. That means predefined system with the spreadsheets also. Okay, you can create a model with spreadsheet. That means you can create a spreadsheet and you can enter the data. According to that data, you can get output. So with the spreadsheet model, you may have what previously learned data can be just entered for the spreadsheets. According to that data, you can get a relevant output by the spreadsheets. Is that clear? Okay, you can get output by using spreadsheets if they are having relevant thing. So they are having a spreadsheets model also. Can you write down spreadsheets model? The next topic, please write down spreadsheets model. That actually predefined model. We have already defined. Okay, we will move. So when we discuss about spreadsheet model, you may have previously learned about spreadsheet can use for analyze data and the model solution for the problems. Okay, so previously you heard about, learned that spreadsheet can be used for the analyze data and the model solution for the problem. For example, you can use spreadsheet for the look student test score and calculate the highest, lowest, and average score. Previously, we discussed like that. Like that, we can use spreadsheet for the several occasion. Yes, we will write this one also. Yes, just write. You already know, previously learned that spreadsheet can be used for the analyzed data and the model solution in the problem. Okay, you already know that one. You can use spreadsheets for what? Can use for the analyzed data and the model solution to the problem. For example, you can use a spreadsheet to look at a student, that test score, and calculate the highest, lowest, and the average score. You can use it for the what? Calculate the highest, lowest, and the average score by using that. Okay. For like that thing, you can use what spreadsheets normally. Okay, it can be used for the you previously learned that the spreadsheets can be used for analyze data and the model solution to a problem. Okay, for example, you can use a spreadsheet, look student, test score, and calculate the highest, lowest, and the average score. Okay, highest, lowest, and the average score. So you can also, okay, you can also use spreadsheets to what see how much money a business earns from the sales and how much money it spends like that. Okay, first of all, write down this. These are some examples. So this actually predefined system and they are just enter the what data for that system. Okay, yes, write it is. Yes, like that one you can use spreadsheets for the look student test score and calculate highest, lowest, and average score like here. Okay, and so you should be know next thing how much money a business earns from sales and how much money it spends. Okay, I said next thing how much money is spent from the sales and how much money is spent. Like that one, you can create predefined system. And if the business is not making profit, for example, you can what create a model solution that reduces money it spent increase the profit. Okay, like there are sometime a business what not taking much profit. Okay, business not having much profit. So like that occasion, you can create what spreadsheets model. You can create model solution that reduce money it is spent, increase the profit. So that one way that you can use the spreadsheets to analyze data using what if analysis. What is that? What if analysis. Okay. So a what if analysis is where you ask the question what and if this one doing like that. Okay, like that is so we will explain that one later on, okay, because they are having a conditional logic. Yes, there is having a conditional logic that is running from one condition and another thing. Okay, if one condition going through, you can get one solution. If other condition going through, they are having another solution. Like that one, they are having two condition with that one. Okay, so what if and else? Like they are having some condition with that. Okay, so if and else condition with what if and other things. So we will discuss with that conditional logic, okay, later on. So I think it's almost time up. Okay, so we'll discuss other thing on the next day. Okay, so I will write out for today. We will discuss other thing, the important, the conditional operation in the models on the next day. Okay, so I'll write down. See you on the next day. Okay, see you.